Yeah, looking all fresh and like he's on vacation. Bisa, how you doing?
I'm good, my brother.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you guys doing?
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Were you still called Bisa when you did that love letter song? For a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
time,
yeah.
for a long time, Ghanaians didn't know you were the one who did it.
I know. I've had that a lot of times. But yeah, I was in a group.
Oh,
That was Boys in Serious Action. The
okay.
Bisa meaning. Yeah. So at that time we were together. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's one of the members who did the rap thing.
Yes. So I did a slow one alone.
Okay.
Because I scored the whole movie. Yeah. So I had to do like.
You've been scoring movies ever since. I mean,
Just-
since. Well, okay, here we are thinking that it was only the Hollywood and the Kumawood.
Actually, the time the Dog Carpenter was released, I was in Nigeria then.
Yeah.
His soundtrack was why Nigerians were watching Kumawood movie.
Kumawood.
Yeah, because then there was no need for Nigerians to watch it because they don't understand the language. But they started falling in love with the soundtrack. We all had the soundtrack. We even had the video. And then we started, every time we see a movie with a familiar voice, we just begin to watch. And then the translation came in and it made it better for Nigerians to watch.
Very well.
Yeah.
Very well. So we're going to come to all that. And, we've got a little tradition here,
Okay.
Once you're here, we involve you in our family matters.
Okay.
Serious family
We
matters.
involve you in our family
I hope
matters.
it's not too intense.
Oh, no. We involve you in our family matters. We'll make you the family head.
So today you had Tugby seated.
Okay.
So we're going to
receive
make
the
you our
one.
family head, and let's get on with this one. So we call it Starr Forum, and we say a big thank you to MTN and of course Bill's microcredits for always having our back on this conversation. So let's get into it straight away. Today's letter says that I'm writing to you because my world has been turned upside down, and I am in desperate need of advice. I've been living abroad for several years now, working hard to provide a better life for my wife and our 2 children who have been living in Ghana. My wife and I were married for over a decade, and I trusted her completely. She was the love of my life, and together we raised our 2 beautiful children. Unfortunately, she passed away last year, leaving me heartbroken and alone. Now, after her passing, I decided that it was time to bring my children to live with me abroad. I wanted to be there for them, to give them the best life can offer. And if my wife was around, she would have offered them same. Well, the process of bringing them over was long and complicated, but I was determined to make it happen. As part of immigration process, I was required to do a DNA test to prove that the children were mine. I didn't think much of it. I knew they were my children, and I just wanted to get everything sorted so we could go together and be together. But when the DNA result came back, I was hit with the truth I never saw coming. The test proved that neither of the 2 children are biologically mine. I was in complete shock. These are the children I have loved and cared for all these years, and the ones I have worked so hard to provide for. And now I'm faced with the reality that they are not mine. The news has left me feeling devastated and betrayed. I keep asking myself how this could happen. My wife and I had what I thought was a strong, loving marriage, but now I'm filled with questions I'll never get answers to because she's no longer here to explain. I am torn between my love for the children and the overwhelming sense of betrayal I feel, though she's gone. They are innocent in all of this, I know, and they've already lost their mother. I cannot imagine how they would feel if they knew the truth. I don't know what to do. Should I continue with the process and bring the children to live with me abroad as planned, despite knowing they are not biologically mine, or should I step back and reconsider everything, even if it means potentially losing them? My heart is so broken, and I am struggling to find a way forward. Please, I need your advice. How do I deal with this situation? Should I keep them close and continue to be their father, or should I just distance myself now that I know the truth? I am lost, and I don't know how to move forward from there. Thank you for listening, and I'm really hoping to get some guidance from your listeners as well. Okay. Bisa, how intense is this?
Wow. This is deep, bro.
How deep? Tell me.
It's very deep.
Yeah.
But then all I can say is, I mean, once he's a loving father,
Yeah.
so he should continue to love the kids
He should
because they are
continue.
they are innocent. once the lady is not there, it's nowhere near like them anymore. So he should just continue loving them and show them care until they are grown, before he tells them.
I'll come back to ask you
Yeah.
why we have this on the prevalence. I'll come back to ask you because not so long ago I heard it. I saw an article that seemed to challenge why. I've been following some medical stuff, and even we're told that even some medications we take and some things we consume, with time, it's able to distort our DNA structure. So I don't know, but this DNA thing seems to be on the ascendancy. My good brother, Genesis.
Charlie, this is a complicated issue.
Yeah.
We've handled a lot of DNA issues
Yeah.
in the studio.
This is not one of those that he was suspecting and went to do the DNA test.
No,
he was just going
he
about
was-
a normal thing.
Now, first of all, let's take it back to when the children were born. We understand that there are times when at the hospital they make mistakes. It happened in Kaswa. I think I was 2016 or so, or 17. The woman knew that these children belongs to you. And the man said, they are not mine. He has done the DNA. The 3 children proved that they are not his children. Only for him to find out later that he said, okay, let's conduct a maternity test. And they conduct maternity tests. It proved that the children were swapped. They were not even her own children. So you see, it happened mostly with hospitals that have, that accommodate plenty children in the same space and all of that. In this country, we are careless with so many things. So if we are not questioning the fidelity of the woman, that is an option. But if it comes to the fidelity of the woman, no matter how a woman is secretive, there is someone she will open up to. So if her mom is still alive, they should seek answers from the mom of that same woman. Just that it can escalate and distort the development of these children if they are still young. They can, it can affect them 100%, their growth, and they will be on the lookout that they will be in fear and panic if they get to find out now that this man who is our father, we know as a father in abroad, what if he decides to back off from taking care of us? So you see, that is going to affect the development.
And the thing that they've lost their mother already.
Yeah.
It's like
you
it
see,
was captured in the
Charlie,
letter.
it's a serious issue.
Yeah.
It's a serious issue.
Let's see what our friends would think. Also think about this. 0535 183317. 0535 183317. You can call and say hello to Bisa Kdei. He's live here with us and helping us. He's the Bushiampeni for the conversation. And after that, we're just going to focus on him a little later. 0535 183317. 0552 880216. You might as well just send your thoughts through WhatsApp, and then we are going to discharge it duly. And the WhatsApp line is 0552 880216. 0552 880216. Give us a call on 0535 183317. Now, Kukwa says in a text that, hey, Foster, this is the first DNA story you've done that I genuinely feel the woman did no wrong. I wonder why she would take such a secret to the grave. For the children, I already feel pity for them. Even if the man decides to accept them, he's going to be looking at them differently. But they need to jackpot. So I will urge him. To just complete the jackpot process for the children. They desperately need this in these times that we find ourselves in Ghana. Oh.
The children are not the one who, the man is not the one who is at the receiving end or disadvantaged. He's a man. He can pick up on any woman and get pregnant and all, get the woman pregnant.
So in all of this, Bisa, do you agree that it is the children who are going to suffer the most? Because
No,
Genesis
but
is saying that
it depends.
he's a
You
man.
see,
He can always look for a child
It
somewhere.
depends. Love
Yeah.
is love. You can look after somebody that is not your biological.
Yes, exactly.
And they will turn out to love you even more. So it depends. That's why I said if he's already spreading love, you should just spread love.
Continue.
You
Because
understand?
if the children get that information, my brother, it will affect them.
Yeah.
It
A lot.
will affect them a lot.
Like looking at losing their mom.
Yeah.
And like what's happening to them, the emotional,
Yes.
trauma that they're going through. Like at this time, I don't think the man should leave them at all.
Yeah.
He should just swallow the pain, You know, just bury the pain all in, and then just focus on love and love them dearly, and
I think you
look
should
after
just,
them. That's
yeah,
it.
I agree.
Yeah.
You should bury the secret and not disclose it to the children.
Yeah.
So this seems to be a unanimous advice. He should just continue with the good
Yes.
works.
Yeah.
Not now. Now they can know, but not now.
No,
You
no.
know, at some point, I am sure if the father knows, the real original father knows, he's going to come out. You understand?
Especially when the children are
Because people have this. There are instances like this where people go through this, and then later on, it's just because they don't have the means, financial support, and that.
Also, they're just waiting on the
Yeah, so
touchline.
they are waiting on. Yeah, I've heard
I
a lot
like
of
the word
stories like that.
touchline.
So,
Oh, really?
oh yeah.
They wait till the children start doing well and they show up.
and then they will show up and apologize. It happens.
That's serious.
But you've already lost them too.
Yeah.
That's why I said the man should just keep on supporting the children. It's his kids.
But my question
matter
is
what.
this, Bisa, how far can women go? Because on this same show, on this Star Drive, Star Forum, we've had cases where the woman look at the son's face and swear that I will go to my grave with this secret. I will not tell you who your father is.
Oh yeah, women can actually keep secrets.
They're good at it,
Like
so
they
good
are
at it.
very good at it. That one, trust me, bro. Women can, women. I trust them too much. They can keep secrets. But then talking about this, I have another problem. Like I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
If you can ask the man, when at the time where they were intimate and that, was he in abroad, or he was in Ghana living with the woman? Because sometimes too, when you leave your woman for so long, it's a problem. It becomes a problem. You understand? Yeah.
Okay, I just quickly went over the letter, the first paragraph, and it wasn't stated. It says, I've been living abroad for several years now, working hard to provide a better life for my wife and our 2 children who will be living in Ghana. So I think that maybe...
So
He
if
had the
maybe,
children before he left. Or
or
something.
maybe he came back and then
Do the thing.
and then went
yeah,
back.
that's how so.
So that's another problem
Come
too.
and do and
So-
go. Come and do and go.
Let's listen to our caller's opinion.
0552880216. Hello, my good friend. How are you doing?
Foster.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going
Good
on?
afternoon. I'm cool.
Hello.
Yourself. I'm cool. Yourself.
Very well, sir. David.
Sure.
Yes, sir. David, go ahead.
Foster. This issue, it just brought some memories, but it's a very difficult one, though.
Very sorry. Very sorry.
Yeah. Last time on the program, I was telling you about this woman who was not having children and what she has to go through with, has to go through in the hands of the husband's family, right? And later on, it came out that it was the man's issue. So the man had an operation at Kolebu finally, and they start giving birth. And why am I bringing this back again? You see, when women are married to a man and they are not having children, sometimes, how they feel about it. It is unexplainable. This woman I was talking about, at one point in time, she was trying to corner me to do something with her for her to have a child.
Wow.
Yeah. At a point in time, she nearly got me involved because I was very close to her and she discussed everything with me. And everything that she's going through in the hands of the family. So at a point in time, she's like, I need to do this. But, at that time, me, myself, and I wasn't any proper Christian, Papa Bia, but just that we weren't brought up like that. I have this friend who, a philosophy is, if you are my friend, your girlfriend, crab in person, I also adopted that thing. So there is no way I could have get myself involved. By God's grace, they have children. And in this case, you see, the woman is dead and gone. So we can't tell exactly necessitated her move to have, if true, what necessitated her move to have children outside the marriage? That's point number one. I'm not saying it is right, but we don't know. So you can't entirely judge the woman based on that. There is the man's version of the story, right? And then the man, this is my thought, just as guys, Kdei and Genesis are saying in the studio. Look, you've loved these kids, and it is you they know as their father. My brother, if you have grown up without a father, situations like this will make you think again before you act. I don't see any reason why he should be telling the children about the real situation or anything, especially now. He should just leave things as they are. And if indeed he loved the woman, he loved the woman, he should rethink about why a woman will do that. You know, people do all sort of things for love, Foster. And sometimes women do some of these things because they just don't want to lose you, the man, which is wrong anyway. But they've done it. And that's the turn they took, just to protect their men. Some of these things happen like that. And now that she's no more, the only honor left in you as a man is just love the children. People adopt children and love them and care for them as if they are own. That is what you have. You should just take care of the children. They have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with this. And not even a shred of a pain should come to those children just because of their mother's indecision or a wrong decision. That's my take on it.
A big thank you to you, David. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Right.
I agree with what he's saying
Yeah.
because
This story is, more difficult
There's a
because
point
the woman
he
is not
made mention
alive.
of.
You know.
if you grow up without a father, you will understand that it is extremely painful to leave those children like that. Yes. Bisa Kdei is a preacher of love. We know him. That's how we get to know him. That's how we associate with him. He's a preacher of love. So saying otherwise will, because of content, will not really be listening. But the truth of the matter is, some of us know the pain we went through without a father. Not to talk of losing your mother and then your father at the same time, or the man you believe is your father. You had the issue, we discussed that issue here on your show, that in Legon, the final year student whose mom was telling him that since the man has found out that he is not your father, that's it. Your father is there, but I would never tell you till I die.
Let's get on with this
and
one.
that messed the guy up.
This message says that, first, I think I agree with your panel. A father in a child's growing up, it's very, very important. Though women are seen as jack of all trades when it comes to taking care of the home and their family, a man's presence does 90% of the work and makes life easier
100%.
for the family.
100%.
So I would agree with your panelists to say that the man should just keep on doing what he's doing. Things don't happen for no reason. It will make sense to him, if not now, later.
First, I have a question.
Yeah.
It seems like it's becoming a norm in this country
That what?
that we have so many children with the wrong fathers,
With the
with
wrong
the wrong
father.
DNA.
I think it's been there since ages, but
But now the information
technology
is
now
coming.
technology,
making
because
it.
of technology and the resources
becoming
that
too-
we have. That's why you see all of these things.
I could remember, I don't know if he's listening, one of our guests, 60-something-year-old man, he was crying. My producer will tell you. He was crying the day he called on this show because of this same DNA. He said, even his children are asking questions. His grandchildren are, Grandpa, why do you look different from your siblings? He knows that he is different, but the mom still, even at this age, the mom is 90, refusing to tell him who the father is. All she says is the father is there. Why do we keep going on this trend? Is there something we can do to salvage situations like this going forward?
What can we do? You tell us.
That's why the preacher of love is here. So
There's nothing you can do. It's
Bisa,
life.
what can we do? What can
It's
we do
life.
to bring more trust between?
No, there's
lovers.
actually nothing.
Nothing.
It's been there since ages. You know, it's just because we've never heard of like such stories back in the day because there were no radio stations and that. You understand? But it's been there. There's been instances where, you know, our parents got married to like 3, 4, 5 wives. You know, some even have like concubines at some other places and that. So it's something that
Are we just intolerant towards the female? Are we just
I don't
intolerant to women? Because when this happens, if the story was the other way around, you know, how we would discuss it, the passion with which we would involve in the discussion wouldn't have been same.
Yeah, it's true.
Anna.
But like what I would say is that as a man, just learn how to bury pain because expect the worst. Things happen and things might happen along the way. In marriages, things happen. So just learn to endure pain and that's it. Yeah.
one of the texts you read said that we should women. Okay, I think it was David saying that women do things sometimes the wrong thing for love.
For love.
Charlie,
Yeah,
even we
sure.
men, we lie to the women we
100%.
love all the time. All the time. Just because we love them, we don't want to lose them. We lie to them. And there are no small sin or big sin. Sin is sin. You see, sin is sin. If we start by lying, definitely we'll get to somewhere at the end of the day. So, yes, this issue is painful, but just like Bisa said, let's learn to swallow the big pain.
Yes.
But then, it's difficult. It's difficult. Some of these
It
pain...
is difficult, but you know, you think about it this way too. Depression is real. You know,
Very real.
If you don't set yourself up right now, you might end up somewhere that you wouldn't want to be. You understand? So it's better you know all these things. You know, swallow all of these things in before something like this happens to
So
you.
you're saying one of the qualities of a man is that he should
Yeah.
always, hope for the best, but also expect the worst.
Have you ever heard of this? A two
Bema.
Thank you. You know, there's a reason why they said that.
Oh wow!
Of course, there's a reason why they said that. So.
And then Bemen soon.
Batman. You understand?
So
Yeah.
you're saying that look, a man is always going to be baptized with fire, baptism of fire.
You
and
might
includes,
even get the worst.
yeah.
You understand? Yeah. So just expect the worst. I'm not saying don't love. Love. It's good to love. It's good sometimes to get brokenhearted because it helps you.
It does.
It helps you grow. Yeah. If let's say you go into marriage and you've never been brokenhearted before, and this thing happened to you, imagine how you're going to feel. You might get crazy. You know, in this situation, my brother that is sharing his story, should get a lot of friends around him. You know, he needs to have friends that is going to cheer him up. Because if he is alone, that's where the problem is. If he's always alone, he might end up talking to himself all the time, and it will turn into something else. Yeah.
I was going to ask you that
Yeah.
that how should he deal with this issue? Because
Yeah. You should talk to
basically-
people.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
the issue.
Of course, it's good to share your problems with your closest people, but he should also be careful with those that he shares his problems with. You understand?
Okay. In addition to that, I think one of the biggest mistakes we make as human beings is that we forget quickly the 80-90% of the good we share, of the beautiful memory we share with each other, and then we hold on to just that little thing that and when we escalate it for ourselves. You
Yeah.
see, it depends on ourselves how, depend on you how you take this thing. So he should look at the beautiful time and the memories they create, the plans they have, and just go with the plan. Because according to the letter you read, which I wish you could read it one more time, according to that letter, it says clearly that they had beautiful marriage. You see, so the woman played her role well. Apart from that, which we cannot have answers to it might be from anywhere. It might be that she cheated. It might be that she understand the man's some women will carry out tests on you. You might go to the hospital with a woman, and then the woman will find out that you have low sperm count or something. He will tell the doctor to keep it away from you and find a way to, because she loves you. Yeah, so we've seen all of these things. I remember when I was getting married, my test, I presented my test. The church said no. So they sent us to where we would go do it, Royal House, and then we did it, and then it was a headquarters that we went to take our result openly.
The church's headquarters.
Yeah, the Royal House, and that's where we went to take our result openly for everybody, in a panel, in the middle of panel. That my wife is seated, my wife to be then is seated, I was seated, and then they discussed this thing openly. So maybe the woman also have a lot of information and was protecting the man because he knows that this man, women look out for you more than you think.
This one there is no protection. There are 2 kids. So how many kids?
Her interest. I mean, for her interest.
Her interest.
Yes.
Okay.
A woman will always be on you when you know that you are up and doing.
Yeah.
She would do everything to stick in that relationship when she knows that this person is not an abuser, is a provider, is a defender. She would do everything to stick with you. So maybe one of those wrong things.
That could be true.
That
and
could be
also, leaving your wife, that's what I asked you for that long. Is another thing. You understand?
So now we are coming to the lessons.
Yes.
I mean, so the advice to him is that he should just continue what he has started.
Yeah.
To be a loving father.
We've made, as men, we make a lot of mistakes. But we don't agree with ourselves sometimes.
Yeah.
You travel abroad, leave your wife here. I know you will be, struggling to make ends meet for the family. At the same time,
right.
Try as much as possible to bring them. But then, I mean, think about it too. For a whole year, a woman to
physical presence is important.
It's really important.
You see,
it's very, very important.
These are the lessons. Let's talk about the lessons.
Yeah.
the lessons. True life story. I can hopefully one day she's a nurse.
Snappy.
I was in a relationship with a lady in Nigeria. If it was now that I have this information, I would have done better. Just like Bisa Kdei said, I left and I came to Ghana and I keep telling her, you are in Nigeria and if I don't have money, your family will not accept me. But later I found out that it was a medical condition. She will fall sick after 2 months without sex.
Wow.
Serious medical condition. And I never knew until now.
That's sad.
You see, so I agree that you shouldn't leave your woman for that long.
For too long.
Yeah, for that long. Because Charlie, they are fatal years. The devil will patch around and things will go wrong before you.
I mean, back then when I was, younger, I had the same situation where I was with this woman and she was in London, I was in Ghana. When I got the chance to see her, this was a woman that we would pray every morning. We were like very connected, But later on when I met her, when I blew up, I met her. Things started going on well between us. We started planning on marriage and that. And then later on, I came to find out that she was dating somebody else. You understand? So it was a lesson to me as well. That, okay, it was a situation that I was in that led to that. And I understood her. Do you understand? I understood her because... Painfully, I understood it. Because I knew that I didn't have the chance at that time to see her.
Right. And she needed
touch.
You understand?
Physical touch.
She has needs.
She has needs.
That's why we have love languages. Physical touch is one of them.
Sometimes somebody might sit down and say, why do you have to understand her? No, I have to because she's human as well. You understand? Yeah.
Right. Very salient contributions here. We'll say a big thank you on this particular segment. Thanks to all of you. I know that sometimes there are challenges with the phone, and so we apologize for that. We're joined also live by Yaro doing the listening in Kokor. Thank you so much, Yaro. A big shout to you. Later this evening, former chairman of Hearts of Folk, a founding member of the NPP, Mr. Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, is going to be live with Bolare on the Starr Chat this evening. You don't want to miss it. Later this evening, 7 p.m., Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo is going to be the guest on Starr Chat with the Emperor himself, Bolare. We'll keep reminding you of that so you don't miss it this evening. You're listening to the Starr Drive. A big thank you to MTN. also in proud association with Bill's Microcredit, financing your needs. When we come back from this quick turnaround, all there is to know about Bisa Kdei, the man who lit up a very long period of Ghana's music industry. You couldn't dance to any other song, but it must be a Bisa production. We'll come back to those times and all that he's been up to. And one big question, is he antisocial to the Ghanaian industry? Bisa, is he antisocial? We'll find out. And I'll be kakra kodenida. There's this animal, and I can't Ade says that when it's playing with its young ones, it doesn't look that direction because of something. I think he knows it.
Of course.
What's the day? What's the day?
Why can't you treat
Abuan didn't come refi. Yeah, into no did my grow in any tunche. Abuan ben no. Eh? Asriwa.
I want to be painting Asriwa.
Yeah. So when we come back, we'll find out why we decided to become Asriwa. What happened? We'll be right back. Should be. Look, Mansa or brother. Mansa or brother.
I mean, both came out at the same time.
So I'm asking you, Mansa or brother. I played a game with a few of my friends last night, giving them difficult options to choose from.
Mansa, it was a difficult option.
Mansa or brother. It can only be one.
It can only be one.
Yes.
I say brother.
Brother. For real, I'm with you on that one. Brother is a global hit.
Yeah.
And you're talking about Nigeria. I know it's brother.
Nigeria is Mansa and brother.
In Nigeria.
Yes, in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
And then Odo Carpenter.
Especially
You know what?
in the western, the southern side of Nigeria.
Because I have come across reviews. You know all these people on TikTok doing music reviews and all that. And I cannot count how many times they've always added. Anytime, even if there was no Ghanaian, musician in there, Mansa or brother will make it in there. You describe the Azonto days in the history of Ghana's industry. Azonto.
It was crazy, and I really think we should think about it and bring it back. Honestly, we should
because I can't ask any other person. There's only a few people who can relate to this Azonto when we have to have a conversation about Azonto, and you are one of the few.
We had it. Like nowadays, all I'm preaching about is high life, but we had it. It was hip life and high life.
We had the world on a chokehold.
You understand? We had everybody everywhere, every country talking about us. And I think we should bring it back. We should come together, bring this thing back. It's gonna work.
Yeah, so I'm asking myself, what's happening with Bisa, because you're taking too long to jump on the whole Amapiano craze that is on now. Because I'm just imagining, actually, when I hear some of your songs, like, or mixing the Kakradi Amapiano, be foul. But you've been very nonchalant about it. Very nonchalant about it.
I'll tell you something for a fact.
Yeah.
We've been listening to Amapiano like for a time. It was only for a period of time. It was just like the way drill came. Where is it now? You understand? But you go back to high life. Whatever you do, you go back to the old, good old days. You understand? So I feel like we should listen to more of our songs and play more of our songs, so that it's taking people's mind, so that like the young ones that are coming can do more of that. Because we're trying to copy other people's genres, which is wrong. Because we can't sell it to them, back to them, just like the way they are selling to us.
No.
But we can sell our high life and our hip life, Azonto, whatever, to them properly, because we are the originators and we, know how to market it to them very well, properly. Yeah.
Talking about genres and all that, some will argue that, look, every genre has its own era. Why don't we allow genres to die their natural deaths or have their natural exits? We all know genres don't really go away. They can only go into hibernation for a while and then come back. So if we've had the time, but some argue that, look, we are like this. The conversation always goes like this because Azonto exited prematurely.
I think it
did. Did it exit prematurely?
No, it didn't.
It didn't?
We had a name change. Like, we tagged it with other genres. You understand? It's just like what happened to high life. Look at, like, let me talk about high life. Because, look at the young ones that are coming up right now. Almost all of them are doing high life. But they tag it as what? Afrobeats. I'm telling you, it's just the tags. that we're trying to give our genres right now.
Is it intentional or it's lack of understanding of the craft?
Perception.
It's perception.
Perception, you know, and how do I even say it? It's trend perception. You know, it's because everybody is trying to follow what is trending right now.
Yeah.
So let's say Bisa Kdei would want to wait for the trend to go down and then bring back high life, bring my high life again, while somebody else wouldn't want to wait that long. You understand? So it's just the perception and what we put into people's minds, you know. Yeah.
How far do you think that Azonto took us to? Anyway, before that, UNESCO also has officially recognized high life as a genre originally from Ghana.
That's beautiful.
And are you hearing for the first time?
Yeah, they should call me because I am how do I
Pania.
yeah, pioneer. They should call me. I would love to support whatever they are doing. I would love to support so long as it's high life, because it's about time we need to push our own. You understand? Yeah.
And you notice that now the nightlife and the party life is turning back into live music.
Yeah.
Now people who own live sets are getting hired more than even DJs lately.
Yeah.
Almost every event, almost every pub has a day in the week where they do live music and all that.
I'm on for So you know.
So
I have
talking about
something-
perception.
I have
Talking about
something that I
perception.
say
Yeah.
all the time. I say, I spoke to one musician. I said, when you make a lot of money, are you going to listen to yourself? He said, no. You understand?
Yeah.
When you make no, that's the truth. When you make a lot of money, you would want to sit at one corner and listen to some jazz music or some high life music.
You know.
That's what I'm saying. When I started creating music, bro, I started with rapping. And I did a little bit of dancehall. I can do everything. I'm a producer too. So I'm versatile. I can do everything. But then I chose high life. Ask yourself why. It's just because I know that this is what I can sell to the world. You know, imagine if we have 10 of Bisa Kdei in Ghana. Imagine what would happen. Listen, I've fought around the globe. Where haven't I been to? You understand? And it's all because of high life. I've done my African tour and it's beautiful. When I did Liberia Stadium, it was like, bro, it was crazy. You get me? So we need it. We need to really look into that, you know?
So we cannot sell back people's genres back to them like they sell to us.
No.
And so we should get stuck to the high life. Again, I'll come. And you said perception, and you told someone that when you get money and all that.
Yeah.
And so the older people get and grow, then less noise they want to be a part of. So then let me ask, is that why people will play around the high life, try to give you different names, trying to squeeze into different genres and all that? Is it because they have not gotten to that place where they appreciate the taste? Is it lack of taste? That is why people usually would overlook high life?
So
is it lack of taste?
It's not lack of taste. It's just because we created it. That's why. You understand? Let's say when you travel, I have other scenarios that I'll make. But when you travel to abroad and somebody is selling African wear, you appreciate it more there. But here, you wouldn't want to wear like the Ntoma clothing. If I wear your friends then something the
textile.
what I say, you know? So because we don't appreciate our own, and that's what I'm saying. But you see, when the whites come here, what do they wear all the time? Our clothes, because it's unique. That's what they see. They want us to see them like us. Do you understand? That's how it is everywhere, and like that's the same thing that applies with high life. You understand? Yeah.
So when it comes to, it's still on the highlight music, we see that you made mention of when you make money, relax. And first I asked a question. You didn't really give clarity on that question.
Okay. Ask me again.
He was like, is it that with the
social status?
Yes, social. Is it only because of social status? Let me put it
That will
way.
make people listen to high life.
High life music.
No, that was just by the way.
Okay.
You understand? But I feel like I spoke about perception.
Yeah, perception.
You know, people who sit on radio to the media, you are helping. Nice, it's beautiful. But I feel like we need more push from the media. Instead of talking about Afrobeats a lot, let's talk about what we have a lot of the times. You understand? So that
I agree.
the young ones that are coming, those who are doing new music, because every time you would want to hear something new, you can't listen to Bisa Kdei for the rest of your life. Do you understand? You would want to listen to somebody else, but what do you want from the person? You need to hear something highlight from the person. That's what I'm saying. You understand? So recently, what I was advocating about is if we can create a lot of award schemes, or
I was coming to that.
let's say the categories at the VGMS, if we can create like more of like categories for highlight
music.
you see what would happen.
Oh, so the categorization for now is not enough when
It's
it comes
not enough
to.
for high life.
Oh, but we have High Life Song of the Year. High Life Artist of the Year.
Overall, no, high life artist, okay. You understand? Because
So what are the categories you're suggesting to the VJ?
Omissions and additions.
I'd have to sit down and write like proper categories that I want to give them. You understand? But I feel like let's not dwell too much on the hip hop.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying the hip hop artists are not doing well. They are doing really well. When I saw the boys do like drill and that, I liked it because they were singing on the drill.
Yeah.
They were you hear guitars in the drill.
Yeah.
High life drill.
Yeah.
It's just the tax that we give our songs.
So you would rather look all the platforms that matter and are so influential when it comes to the music industry here should pay little credence to other imported genres, and so that on a night like that, let's rather have a lot more of what we have.
Thank you.
And what we have brewed over the generations.
Thank you.
Projected more. So we should have some categories omitted or put little shine on them, so that by the close of that evening, we'll rather remember a lot of the high life categories.
Little shine.
That's what you're saying.
Yes, and more highlights on high life.
Okay. More highlights on high life. So good. So
The
now
man is singing already.
I'm telling you. So with that, the high life music actually gave you the leverage and the what you have right now as basically build you
100%.
and 100%. And it has also transcended into the Kumawood movie and all of that. What will you take of after all the work you guys did for Kumawood, and currently now that we are not seeing anything from that side? What do you think of it? And
But I think when it comes to the movie industry, it's a different conversation. You understand? I mean, I did my bit.
So are you disappointed that?
No, time changes, bro. You can't eat banku for the rest of your life. You understand? It changes. At a point, things might come. Right now, social media is everything. People are doing skits, to get money on the internet. It's the same thing. They are acting. It's the same thing. That's why I said, you see, it's the tax that we give our product here. So you might think that something is not happening, but see, everybody is doing well, so well. Let's target properly.
Everybody is doing so well.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a bit. This might be a bit emotional for you.
Okay.
19th August, 2015.
Yeah, I know where you're going now.
Was the day you released the official video for? Was it a video or the song itself?
So let's say the song, the project.
Yes, the project Mansa.
Yeah.
And something very devastating happened that same day.
Yeah.
You lost someone very extremely important to your life, and you still went ahead and released the song. How did you manage that?
When we're talking about the issue, the
Starr forum.
I said something. I said, as a man, you need to swallow all the pain. I know I have to work. At the same time, I had my mom on a sick bed that I had to go pick up to the hospital. You understand? But I had to. I was on wife, I remember. But I had to do it.
And you lost your mom the same day the project came.
Yeah, because it's the man social media. You understand? So you have to. You have to.
I mean, let's get you out of that memory
Okay.
that we put you into briefly, and let's look at the other side to some shining moments.
Okay.
Some nominations and some of the awards you swept so far. You Ghana Movie Awards. You won the best. You were nominated and you also won it Best Movie Soundtrack of the Year. That was in 2013. Same 2013 Kuma Movie Awards, Best Movie Soundtrack of the Year. You won it. Same 2013 Ghana Music Awards, Best Songwriter of the Year. You won it. Same 2013 Foresight Music Video Awards, Best Male Video. You won it. 2015 Ghana Kids Choice Awards, Favorite Male Singer of the Year. You won it. Same 2015 Afrima Video of the Year. You won it. Best Song of the Year. You won it. Still at Afrima, Best Songwriter of the Year. You won it. Music of Ghanaian Origin, Mogo. Do we still have it around? That and Kora. We don't have them.
I think they should bring it back.
Yeah, I hear Kora is coming back.
I think
Kora is
I
actually
think they
back.
should bring it back.
It's back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They
Music
did
of
the launch in South Africa.
Music of Ghanaian Origin, Mogo. Artist of the Year, you won it. Best Male Act of the Year, you won it. Best Collabo of the Year, you won it. Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, Album of the Year, you won it. Vodafone Most Popular Song of the Year. Do you remember the song? Mansa. Ghana Music Awards UK, Highlight Song, on and on and on and on. We salute you. We celebrate you, Bisa.
So no, now with all of this,
Yeah.
why is the academy not mentioning your name all the time? Because some people are fighting currently that my name is not in the academy. Academy did not mention my name and all of that. So why are you not fighting?
I don't know. Maybe because I wasn't outspoken at then.
Yeah.
Now I'm very outspoken. So mention my
Because
name. Else I'll come
from
and
your from the
Just,
So Bisa is saying that he wasn't outspoken back at the time, but of course you saw a lot of cracks in some of these award schemes, but you were just not the outspoken type, so you didn't really talk about them.
No,
what has changed now? What is now making you outspoken? Why do you need to speak about some of the things? Shatawali is always talking that you don't support. When he's talking about the things that are plaguing the industry, you guys look on. You just leave him alone to be
I
painted
don't.
black.
See, I talk.
You do?
You know, the funny thing is, when I say one thing, problem. You understand? So I decided to keep quiet. You know, for
things are going wrong, really wrong.
But they say
no, it's not that.
But they say things are bad because good people don't talk.
Yes.
The thing is, we have this thing in Ghana that, you know, we can decide to go on a campaign or on a protest. Let me put it that way. On a protest, at the end of the day, everybody will go and sleep. I'm telling you, bro, it's a fact.
Choboy. They all go and sleep.
You see, it's a fact. We don't like to talk about things like this, but it's a fact. You know, so when somebody says we should change our mindset, you should understand that it's like, I've heard a lot from the Nigerians, though, that we Ghanaians are a bit timid when it comes to these kind of things, you know? And I sat down to think about it. And I said, well, there's some kind of truth in that, you know, because we know how to talk very much. Do you understand? So what if I come on radio and say, VJ, you didn't do that, and then that's it? What's going to happen? Nothing. Instead, let's find solutions. If we are going to call Yola and sit down with Yola, you know, you understand, and speak with him and say, oh, this and this and this and that. That's what I want. That's the solution, not only talking. I can say something on Twitter right now, and people will debate on it, but it's not going to go anywhere.
So you are saying effective complaining, effective communication. You would rather
Thank you.
you would rather stakeholders are involved, not just ranting and leaving it for public opinion.
That's my whole point.
Okay.
So the award, you started reading the award scheme from 2013, right? Yeah. That's since the time Bisa Kdei has been giving us back to back. I would say that he brought a different dimension to highlight music in Ghana, and these are the same category that the Grammy Academy were talking about. The same year group.
Originality.
Yes.
They had it all at the time.
At that time. Why are you not complaining about not being mentioned by Grammy Academy? And Stonebwoy is ranting and fighting currently because at that time there was no Stonebwoy, but still he say he is Ghana music.
Do you think it is his moment of being outspoken?
The Stonebwoy has always been outspoken, so
Yeah, but
he's
Is
always been
it
like that.
justified?
Stonebwoy has always been outspoken. That's the whole fact.
for inclusion, for everyone.
For everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're getting there. Honestly, like when you talk about Grammys, I think we're getting there. You know, the only thing I see as a problem is, you know, when these things come, we talk about it too much. So when they see sometimes our subjections and that, it becomes a problem for them. You get me? Like when BET came, you know, our boys were, you know, doing so well, but then some of the comments under the posts is very sad. So let's say you have a whole company that you're giving out awards, and then you hear somebody say, "Oh, this person doesn't deserve. It's from Ghana." Da, 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 da. You know what will happen? You start thinking twice about it. You know, so sometimes it's the way we talk, the things that we say online. We should be mindful of some of the things that we say about our artists, you know, out there. Because the Western media is also watching us. You understand? They know we like award too much. Of course. They know we like award too much.
They
So-
do. They know we like awards.
Bro, it's a fact. You see, there are things that we need to talk about, and these are the kind of things that we need. It's really important.
Right.
You get me?
Right. Mono, Charlie, give us more. Give us one or two. Bisa Kdei, so that
You know, Mr. Kdei is a twist. He has a way of going around. He would never attend to the good twist. He has a way of going around things.
let's do something
What is man
from.
having you list?
Let's do something from some of the works you know he's been putting out recently. You're working on a body of work, right?
Oh yeah, I actually have projects. I have projects. I'm trying to drop a High Life EP,
Well, High Life EP.
Yeah, and then after that, I'll come out with an album, my fifth album,
Faith.
as well.
Wow,
Yeah, but I'm out with a new song, Bosso. Yeah, at the moment. It's currently doing well.
what is it? Just a whip up euphoria, or
Oh,
you're speaking to? You've always been that guy who brings.
Yeah, so I'm a storyteller. I like to tell stories. So
Yeah.
it's one of my storytelling vibes. So
Okay.
it's a special one for everybody. You know, who is in love.
Bosso.
Who Bosso? Imagine a Bosso.
Oh, okay, that's a longer.
Yeah,
Imagine a Bosso. But why? Why now do you be the Bosso?
And yeah, me.
Was in the thick of its event period, December. Not much of you was,
Bro,
seen all over the place. What's
I
going
play
on?
shows, oh.
Who you anti-so now?
Me bo show, papa.
Are you anti-so to the Ghanaian
Dabi,
industry?
dabi, dabi.
I didn't
You know,
call when he
so
anti-
let me tell you something. You know, I'm saying it today. We should know this, that Accra alone is not Ghana.
Very well.
Do you understand?
Very, very well.
You can't play shows like only in Accra. I travel a lot. I travel. I flew around the whole of Ghana. You understand? Yeah. So I play shows a lot. Maybe you might not see me on like some of the mainstreams, but everywhere is mainstream anyway.
How's your relationship? How is your relationship with industry people?
Industry, I'm cool with everybody.
Really?
Me, I don't have any beef. I'm not the type of person that likes to beef. You know, I'm in my lane. I'm in my zone, doing my thing. You know, if you have a problem with me, it's your own palaver. You understand? But me, I don't have a problem with anybody.
But of course, sorry, Genesis. But of course, there are times that I'm sure, just like maybe almost every artist, you've also not been dealt well with for one reason or the other.
Yeah.
What would these concerns be? Have they been corrected over the period? Support for musicians. How do you see it from Ghanaians now? And then how is it translating across the African continent?
So
and all that?
there's one thing about me. I don't wait for somebody to call me for something before I do it. So if I see that maybe Starr FM is doing a show, but they didn't put Bisa Kdei on the bill, and my manager, right now, like recently, I just sacked all my people. You understand? So I don't work with my people. It's basically like it's a whole new conversation. But I don't wait for that. I'll reach out if it doesn't work, I'll go to somewhere else. Do you understand? Because you have to work. And I can't only look at Accra people. I need to look at, there are so many places in Ghana that I haven't visited that I need to visit. So you need to go in as a musician. And like I said, I'm a high life artist that is trying to connect with a lot of people with the masses. So if I say I'm going to focus only on Accra, it's going to be a problem for me. I've had my share too, where I used to be on every platform. And I said, wow, okay, let me go to somewhere else. You understand? Yeah. But it doesn't mean when they call me, I'm not going to go. But if I have an event and it crashes, you have to choose, of course. Yes, yeah.
So back to back questions now.
Yeah.
First of all, we'll talk about the royalty from Gumroad.
Yeah.
Have you received any, and how much is the highest? Well,
recently I said it. I'm going to say it again. Bro, I mean, it's sad. You understand? I'm not talking for myself. I'm talking for every artist. It's sad because it's something that we need to talk about. And I'm looking at PRS, I'm looking at PPL, like most of the organizations. Ghana is well developed now. We are in a social media era. Technology is available in Ghana now. You understand? So why don't we then reach out to some people, create a platform? Because you don't have to put somebody's song on like your own platform or however you do it. Nobody knows.
You think we need a new force when it comes to collection of royalties and for the well-being of creative people?
We do.
We need a new force.
We do. It's really important because like some of the stories that I heard, I was on the road, I was on tour. I heard somebody had to go to the hospital. Like some of our veteran musicians had to go to the hospital, and they send them 200 CDs and that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because there should be, the reason behind Musica. I don't know the reason, but should be to support artists, just like the way churches are, to support artists with their needs, like some of the things that they need. And I'm sure there's been some, funds here and there that artists need to be like getting and that, but nobody's getting anything.
So you mean you've not gotten any?
Oh, I told you. I said I said it. I said the last time they sent me. I said it online. I've said it. It's everywhere. And I told the person not to call me again because I don't understand why.
150.
I have 500. I don't remember.
Oh wow, you are one of those who have
500,
received the
200.
highest. 500.
Oh, I even received the highest.
Yes,
I rejected it. Oh my God!
Somebody was
You rejected it. You rejected it.
Somebody,
know?
let me say this. Big shout out to Selena Boateng. Happy birthday to her. Today
Okay.
is her birthday.
Yeah.
So she was on this show 13 years in the industry, and she received 150 CDs, 50
It's
pesos.
maybe 5105.
Well, okay, yeah, 105
105
then, but there was 50 pesos on it.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh,
it's
okay,
been
producer is saying 150.
Okay.
with Bisa Kdei, it's been 14 years, bro. You see, my song blew up, and I think Love Letter blew up around 2010. So, but I always say 2012 because of Azonto Ghost. But it's been 14 years, and it's not easy. It's not an easy journey. So there are some things that we need to really talk about, and this is part of it, because I wouldn't want to see myself in the next 30 years. It's never going to happen, but I'm saying that in the next 30 years, chasing Gambo or chasing Musica for something that belongs to me. Do you understand? So we should just set up the system. It's not a fight or anything. Set up the system where every musician can go online, register, see their revenues, whatever is coming. So it will even, encourage the young ones to work hard because they know they might get something. Because music is business. Even though you have the fun part of it, it's a serious business that if you do well, you're going to make a lot of money out of it. You understand? So, and people are collecting your hard-earned money from like radio stations. I'm sure Starr FM will pay their royalties. The pubs, the churches, and that. Just pay us. Put the right system for us. Yeah.
Okay, let's move away from that quickly. Yeah. You were in the studio with. I don't know if you were in the studio or it was song you did for the Christmas movies and
Yeah.
all of those movies with Usher Raymond, John Legend, Philip Lawrence, and all of that.
Yeah.
Are we expecting any collaboration from this?
Oh, I'm working on, no pressure. Me, I don't like. I'm at a point where I just realized that sometimes we give ourselves pressure. No pressure. It's just like somebody saying that, when are you signing an artist? No, it's wrong. An artist managing an artist is another problem that we need to speak about. But it's like we put too much pressure on the artist that they can't even speak. So when you ask somebody, when are you signing an artist? It will be like, oh yeah, I'm coming. I was like, no, bro. I help people. I've done it like since whatever. You understand? But please, I don't like pressure.
Well, I don't know if this is going to sound like pressure to you. This will be our final question. I don't know if it's going to sound like pressure to you, but just imagine this: the BK concert,
Yeah.
the BK love concert, the BK this Bisa on this. Is it about time? Is it no longer overdue? Headline concert annually.
Oh.
Your people want that.
I
People-
do have
people-
an annual
people-
concert.
People
that I
want to
started.
feel you.
I started the Corona times.
Corona times.
Yeah, Bisa Fest.
Bisa Fest.
Yes.
So what happened?
We stopped because of the Corona thing that was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. This year we're bringing it. We're trying to book the Kumasi Mall for Kumasi. So shout out to every person or every fan. Every
So you're going to
we're
start
coming there.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're starting it
So
again.
Bisa
All
Fest
over
is
again.
coming
Bisa
back.
Fest is coming back.
And there will be no turning back.
Dabi,
Bisa Fest.
straight.
Right. Mr. Kdei, so I want to finally ask you, I'm sure your handles are as easy as your name
Yeah.
sounds, Bisa Kdei. I've seen
Yeah.
almost all your platforms are,
Yeah.
have the blue badge and all that. How about the stream platforms as well?
Oh, everything is
Bisa
verified. Yeah, Bisa Kdei.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bisa, if there's any thank you want to roll, please go
Yeah, I
ahead.
just want to thank everybody for listening to me. As am I too vibrant, but yeah, thank you so much.
But we like it like
Thank you.
this.
Really?
Yeah, I want to hear
I
from
to
you.
get worse. So
Just don't start a beat. I don't know how two singers will beef each other. Are you going to sing to beef?
Me, I don't like, but I like physical fight. So,
Hey, very well.
yeah, but thank you so much. I'm still the humble Bisa Kdei that you know. It's been a long time coming, and I really love the love and support that you guys have given me. Shout out to every DJ, every presenter in Ghana. God bless you so much. Keep supporting High Life
The
music.
new code is Bosso.
Bosso.
To all the DJs,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you could ask for DJ Mono. You can trust him. He's gonna
Yeah.
Momo for Mono.
Bosso Mame.
Bisa, I want to say a big thank you to you for joining us on this conversation. It's been exciting. But a listener out there wants me to take you through this quickly. I think I started a little bit of it, so it should be
Okay.
very snappy. Don't think twice.
Okay.
All right. Jollof or wache?
Jollof. Hey, sorry. Wachi.
Jollof or wache?
Wachi.
Wache or kenke?
Kinky.
Kenke or konkonte?
Kinky.
Kenke or rice balls?
Rice balls.
Rice balls or TZ?
Rice balls.
Rice balls or eba?
Rice balls.
Rice balls or gobe?
Rice balls.
Rice balls or yam?
Yam.
Yam or in potom poto?
Potom poto.
Potom poto or banku?
Banku.
Banku or fufu?
Fufu. A1.
Fufu it is. Bisa, thank you so much.